I need to hold a corner, and it's no one time. I need to, I need to, I need to.
Welcome to my channel, guys. Today's video is a get ready with me to church. I will be doing my full face using a bunch of new makeup products I got. I said when I came back from Lagos that I was going to unbox every single makeup product I got. I just never got the chance, but I've been able to stack them into brands, and I'll be doing full face using particular brands. And today's video I'll be doing a full face using Flawless Ivy Cosmetics. Now, the reason I'll be doing this is so that I can know which products to incorporate into my daily routine. And as my wedding is coming forth, I would like to know what products I'll incorporate into the day, into the makeup of the day. So stick with me and tell me what you think about the look in the comment section. This is not so odd, but I am starting with the setting spray because I did not get the face primer from Flawless Ivy, and the setting spray claims to be a primer as well. Next, I am going to be using the Perfect Skin foundation in the shade Nutmeg. I did try these foundations on my neck when I was buying them in a store in Lagos, and people were looking at me shocked because why are you trying a foundation on your neck? But as far as I know, you are meant to match your foundation to your neck, not to your hand, not to the color on your face, because sometimes, like you see, my neck is brighter than my face. So if I use the shade of my face, I will turn out darker. And if I use the shade of my hand, I'll turn out lighter. So I have to match the closest place to my face. It's always good to watch reviews, because when people said this stuff was a fast drying formula, they meant it. Because as I was applying it onto my skin, if I didn't go fast enough to blend this stuff out, it would have been dry. Let me not say the word. It would have dried off quickly, and I have combination to dry skin, mostly dry. So for those who have oily skin, this is for you. This is definitely for you. This is the mattifying feeling that you're looking for. Next, we're going in with their concealers, and I'm just using a teensy bit underneath my eyes, and then on my forehead, my nose bridge, my chin, my cupid's bow, the full shebang, because I love myself a full face beat, and I don't want to test these products and use them one dot here, one dot there, and then tell you guys, no, it doesn't work. I wanted to try it out and work them so that I would know that, okay, this is why and how I am rating them. So the usual makeup routine is to pinch your sponge and blend the bridge of your nose, and then blend the under part of your eyes last. For me, I like to do that because it gives me more coverage. And as you can see, this concealer has plenty coverage. Even from when it applied, you can see that it has full coverage. Now the thing is, I actually have a neutral undertone, but this has a yellow undertone, so I just had to manage it as it was. After concealer comes setting powder, and I am using my trusty Flawless Ivy setting powder. Sorry about this, but I usually set before I bake, but this time around I went ham because I was in a hurry to go to church. But I do know my onions. I know how to blend them quickly, so you don't have to worry too much. After setting powder comes pressed powder, and this is the most talked about pressed powder since last year. This powder looks like you have foundation on when you apply it, so just imagine it on top of my already flawless base. My face is going to be looking like I have filter on it, but I do not. I really do not. So I'm just applying it on the places where I normally would apply powder, which is my jawline, my temples, the sides of my nose. And this powder is just so unique. It has the best puff, not like those rubber doe foot applicators. This one is a nice puff that you can use underneath your eyes, and the shape is like a teardrop. And then it has a mirror, and then when you close it down, you can see the actual powder. The packaging is top notch. Next, we are contouring and highlighting using their 3-in-1 contour kit. And I don't need that much contouring. My face is already long, so I just do the barest minimum. I use a little bit under my cheekbones to define them, under my jawline, and then whatever is left is what I apply to my nose bridge. Next, I'm doing my eyebrows, and what I like to do is a trick that lets your eyebrows last the longest. including people with oily skin. Just take a bit of your brown eyeshadow or your brown contour shade and press it onto your brows, and then you go ahead and do the rest of your brow routine, which is using concealer and the rest. So for this, I'm using the same Flawless Ivy concealer that I used under my eyes, and I'm just going to carve out my eyebrows. I'm doing everything really quickly, and this is not a eyebrow tutorial. This is just me trying out products. If you want a more focused video on eyebrows or even a full makeup look for beginners, just comment full makeup in the comment section and I'll get that right to you. So I'm also using that same concealer as eyeshadow base, and trust me, it's not everything that is being advertised that you need. An eyeshadow base is perfect, but this concealer works just fine. The same way I was talking about improvisation, you don't need the eyeshadow palette right now. If you have the contour kit and you feel like your lifestyle is like quite simple, all you need to do is to use this for a brown and nude look. I used the matte highlight shade to apply onto my lid, and then the brown shade to contour my eyelid. Now, if I don't tell you that I use the contour kit, you are not going to know. I know, coming from a makeup vendor myself, it might sound hypocritical when I'm saying you don't need everything, but to be honest, you don't need everything if you're not going to use it. If you're just a simple makeup girly, just get your contour kit and you can use that for eyeshadow as well. And I'm setting everything with setting spray, as you see, before I go on in to line my waterline and then go on in with the Flawless Ivy mascara. Now, I've been using this mascara for a while, so I already know it's going to bang. It's an amazing 2-in-1 mascara, and I think it is way too cheap for the value it gives. I mean, you get 2 mascaras for the price of 1. It's amazing, and it helps to add volume and it helps to add length. That's what one side is for. One side is for volume, one side is for length. But then look at the difference between my lashes. Look at how it just opened up my eyes. Now, my Flawless Ivy lipsticks were out of reach, so I used a brown lipstick to just outline my lips and applied a nude lipstick in the center, as you see here. And then I smacked to oblivion because we don't want our lips to be unblended. So afterwards, I still went in with a brush to blend them in together. And then I went in with the Flawless Ivy Clear Lip Gloss to gloss up my lips. I mean, I love a good ombre lip, but gloss just makes everything better. I mean, don't you think so too? And I also love the fact that the lip gloss jar is such a huge jar. For that price, I think it's actually worth it. We're almost done. I'm already feeling myself, but there's one last step we must take, and that is highlighter. I'm just taking a teensy bit from the same contour kit, that is the shiny highlight, and I'm applying it to the peak of my cheekbones, and this is the final look. I really think I look very pretty, and this is me ready for church. I tied my scarf, but it was unraveling, but I did think that my makeup looked really nice. This is how it looked under natural lighting. I just wanted you guys to see how it looked in person before I would show you guys a progress report hours later. This is my face 3 hours later. I had come back from church and I had done some chores, and this is how it looks. So this is how my face looks after 10 hours of wear. I believe this is 7:30, almost 8, and I had my makeup on since like 9 a.m. So this is 11 hours ish, and I haven't touched up, like literally have not dusted anything. And today was filled with activities. I went to church, came back, it was a little bit sunny. I ran errands, I carried a little bit of load, I trekked, and I didn't touch up. I did not touch up, and I think the products wore well. The lighting was messing up with the final result when I first did the makeup. But right now you can see that there's literally no difference between my face and my neck. So the lighting played a huge part, because I know what I saw in the mirror, but the camera was showing me something else. Something is wrong with my light. The cool setting has had an issue, so now it is just the warm setting, and it really messes up my pictures. So I should be trying to get a new light soon, even though lights are now costing an arm and a leg. But anyway, if you have these products and then 10 hours later you still want to wear your makeup and go somewhere, the simple thing you can do is to get a piece of tissue like serviette and just dab on the places that are oily and sweaty, like, you know, the T-zone. Just tap and lift. Look at, oh my god, look at the instant mattification. Let me come close. Look at that. Literally my makeup became flawless right before your eyes. Let me dab the nose. See? Let me dab the chin. Oh my god. If your makeup artist has not taught you this trick, your makeup artist friends still have a long way to go to be your good friend, because simple tissue can save your makeup and can give you a few more hours to wear it. Look at that. My goodness, look at the difference. Wow. Let me just look at that. I look as if I just did my makeup, and I don't do filters, especially with my makeup videos. Like, wow, I can wear this for another 10 hours if I so wish to. So this is just to tell you guys that Flawless Ivy is a go, 100% approved. And if you would like to buy any Flawless Ivy product, I am your trusted Flawless Ivy distributor based in Jos, Nigeria, and we ship anywhere in Nigeria as well. You can chat us on the link I'm going to drop down below, or you can just literally, you know, comment down below and let us know how we can serve you. If you're confused on what to get for yourself, that's why I'm here. I'm a professional makeup artist who can give you free recommendations to fit your budget, your lifestyle, and your preferences. So let me know in the comment section below. I was feeling too tired to use my back camera, but I just thought to show you guys with the back camera because I'm sure it's going to eat. This is my makeup 11 hours after I put it, and I did not even add any product. I just used tissue to dab. And I thought to also show you guys, this is all the transfer I got. Granted, the setting spray or the products do not claim to be transfer proof, but if you are careful with your dabbing, you would not need to touch up. You would not even need it. Like, you just have to be careful. And then literally my face went from oily to matte because tissue soaked it up. So these are the cheapest blotting papers you can get. Don't need to thank me, just send me a DM and I'll get you yours.